Hello all, I'm Terrence again. If you haven't seen the first episode of this vlog, whatever I'm gonna end up calling it, I'll put the link below. Check out the first episode, and put your comments below in that one for what I should do for my 21st birthday, or put it in this one if you want to. You don't really have to check out the video. It's basically what should I do for my 21st birthday. But day two is super early in the morning because I had to do some stuff. But this video I wanted to do for past birthday, memories and stuff like that. And I mentioned in the last episode, if you have any memories from your 21st birthday, you can put those in that video, or of course in this one. But in this video specifically, if you would, put good memories from other random birthdays, before your 21st. Because a lot of people, there are a lot of things you can't do before your 21st birthday. Obviously, really, it's just drinking, unless you're much older, in which case, at a certain time it was 18. But, for other birthdays leading up to my 21st, it was fairly simple. When you're younger, it's a huge deal. Obviously, I don't remember my first birthday, but pretty big deal when your first birthday. There are tons of pictures. I had like a Barney cake. So, man, I think a lot of people have Barney cakes. But, past birthdays, it changes over time as you grow up. You can either get more into your birthday or, less into your birthday because, you get older, it doesn't really matter as much to you. Kind of like it does for me, but I'm just like, nothing really matters that much. But I remember, past birthdays and stuff. Like the most memorable birthday, I don't even remember which one it was specifically. I just remember the day, and I had like a Dragon Ball Z cake, which was amazing. Like it had the whole picture. I think it was from, I don't know, it might have been like season 2 or 3 or something, and it was like Super Saiyan Goku on it. So that was really cool to me. But it was like Dragon Ball Z cake. We were at like some place that had a playscape and games and stuff. It wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. It was some other place. And like that night, like a bunch of my cousins came over to spend the night, and we just like played around all day. And that might have been like my 11th or 12th birthday or something like that, or maybe it might have been younger than that. I don't know because it was like Dragon Ball Z. But I still like Dragon Ball Z now, so that doesn't really say much. But like that's a really memorable birthday just because I feel like it's because of Dragon Ball Z. Like that, I think that was the first time I really had a cake that had like the giant picture on it, which was not edible. It kind of looked gross when like cut into it because you have to like lift it off of the cake. But aside from that, because I still think that's kind of gross when you like can't eat the little picture and you have to like take it off. That for some reason that just really gets to me. It's like, why isn't this edible? It gets me. But like that birthday, I remember being just like really fun. And then I have a ton of birthdays at from for Great Lakes Crossing. We'd always go to the Rainforest Cafe because I like going there to eat, and then we go like right across to GameWorks, which unfortunately is not at Great Lakes Crossing anymore, and that really sucks because that place was amazing. It's like one of my favorite places that I've ever been to is GameWorks, and I'd go there all the time. We'd either eat at Rainforest Cafe or we'd just eat at GameWorks, and then we would just like play games all night. They had like the giant tower thing, which they bring it in and then they take it out and they bring it back in. But it'd be like 4 people at once, and you sit in a little chair, and it would be like a giant screen. You'd have a little gun, and you just go like up and down, and it was kind of like you just shoot people. Like you're looking at a building, and you just like shoot the bad guys in the building, and whoever had the most points, it would basically rank you. So if you were at the bottom, you'd have the lowest points, and if you're at the top, that means you're in first place. I believe that's how it was, or it could have just been, you just randomly move up and down, and it was probably that because otherwise the person who was in last place would just like be sitting at the bottom, and that would be boring. So I think it makes more sense. It was actually you move up and down randomly, but either way, like go to Great Lakes, eat some food, and then you like play games all night because I've always loved playing video games since I was super young. Super Nintendo. I still have mine, or at least I still have a Super Nintendo. It's actually my aunt's because mine is destroyed. But like grew up playing games. All I'd love to do is like just play games. So on my birthday, I'd be like, okay, eat food, either Rainforest Cafe, GameWorks, or Red Lobster. That's like the one thing I still do because Red Lobster is Red Lobster. So it's either too expensive for me to go, or the timing would be off, and I'd have to go at like in the middle of the day, which would cause me to wait like 2 hours, even if I was by myself. I'm sure, but I still love going there because I just love Red Lobster. Those biscuits are amazing. But there are a couple of birthdays I've had at Red Lobster. But it's always like eat somewhere I really like, and then just go somewhere to play games because that's just what I like to do. Or do something else random like go bowling or something like that. And some random stuff I remember for certain birthdays, or like for one birthday specifically, my 13th. It was during a time I was like really really into bowling because we used to go bowling. Me and my family, we go every Friday, and this was when gas was super cheap. That's kind of why we don't do it anymore. But we go bowling every week, and I just really love to bowl. And like I was in a bowling league for a little bit, which I kind of hated because it was a Saturday morning, so I would always miss like cartoons, which is the worst. Like I'd always miss the Batman. I'd come in like the last 10 minutes, and it's like Batman. But I guess I love bowling, and that was like way after my 13th birthday, or not way after, but a little bit after. But on my 13th birthday, my grandmother actually got me like a ball and shoes. Like she told me she would, so I did the fitting for my fingers and stuff like that, and like I chose the ball that I wanted, and I still have it. Of course, nothing fits. Like the ball, like if I got my fingers in, they'd have to be chopped off, and like if somehow my feet even managed to go into the shoes would like explode off like the Hulk. But I still have them, and it's really cool. I could easily get the ball redone for my fingers, but it would be super light compared, now compared to when I was younger. But that was something I really wanted, and it's one of the most memorable gifts I ever got for my birthday because it was so different. And I don't know how many of you really got like a bowling ball and shoes in a bag and stuff for your one of your birthdays, and I'm sure it's a lot of people out there. Like if you grew up with someone who loved to bowl, and that's kind of exactly what happened with me. You get into certain things like that, but I've also gotten into other weird stuff like this has nothing to do with a birthday, but one Christmas I wanted like the 70th anniversary edition of Monopoly, and I got it, and I still have it. I love it, and that was because Monopoly is my favorite board game, and it was like I just really want this because it looks so fancy. It's in like a tin case, and the money's different, the board is different. They're like four houses, four different types of houses and hotels, and they aren't like the super super plastic light things that sort of like the red is more burgundy, and like I said, there's four different types, so they're detailed differently. The cars are Rolls Royce, and the other pieces look a bit more detailed than normal, and the dice are different and stuff like that. And just a random memorable gift that I got because I was just really into that. And so it was the same thing, for the my 13th birthday when I really wanted to just get like a bowling ball because I was so into it. But for other birthdays, it would be fairly normal stuff because as I got older, and like even now for my 21st birthday, I'm not like super excited like a lot of people would be. And like one of the weirdest things to me is that the one birthday that I was probably super excited for was really my 17th birthday because then I could buy all my games by myself and like go to like R-rated movies and stuff without having an adult with me. And so that was like the one time I was like, I'm really excited for this birthday because I play like a ton of mature video games. Like I remember, the Mass Effect franchise is mature. And when Mass Effect 2 came out, I had it like pre-ordered and paid off. And I was like, I'm gonna go in and get my special, like they had like some warp gun, I can't remember what it was called. It was like the terminal something. And so like I like walked to GameStop, but that was just because I didn't know the bus route to that specific GameStop. So I walked there, and then I was freaking out because the guy was like, you have to have your parent with you. And the funny thing about that to me was like, you know, it was pre-ordered, so obviously a parent would have to be there to have a pre-order put on a game that's mature if you're, you know, underage. But you know, fortunately the guy, you know, he was pretty cool and he let me get the game. But you know, once I turned 17, it was like that's not a problem anymore. I can just get whatever game I want and you know go to whatever movie I want, which was a little less rare that I'd be like really trying to go to an R-rated movie compared to getting a mature game because you know I just like games way more than I like movies. But that was really one of the few birthdays I was actually excited for, just because I'm so nerdy and it was like I just really want to buy like all the games I want without having problems. So that was really it. And like even now, you know, for my 21st birthday, not you know incredibly excited. You know, everyone asks me, "What are you gonna do?" Which is exactly why I made the first episode for this little 7-day vlog. You know, I don't really know what I'm gonna do because I'm not exactly excited or you know looking forward to anything special because it's just like any other year to me where it's like, you know, it's my birthday. I'll get some money and I'll either save it or buy some random video game or you know like a season of a show that I like and then just like put everything else up and that's really it and it'll just be you know everyone else will be trying to like get me super excited and stuff and I'll just be like you know it's another day to me. But you know comment below favorite memories, you know, for random birthdays, favorite gifts if you have any, like I said. You know, me wanting a bowling ball, if you have any random gifts that you wanted that you think would be out of the ordinary for you, or out of the ordinary for, you know, most people. If, you know, for some reason you're like insanely rich and you're like, I wanted a roller coaster, that counts as a bit different because people don't usually have that. But, you know, comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.